everyone, and welcome to the subscriber special. So I just want to thank you all for being very patient with me on this. This build actually took me longer than I originally intended. I actually stayed up till 3 or 4 in the morning working on this occasionally, and yeah. But anyway, it's done, and I'm actually like really proud of it. I'm mainly proud of the left side of this build, as you guys will see, because it's more my style, and then the right side is just kind of like this absolutely like crazy interior and just kind of like overgrown and the complete opposite of the left side. And I also wanted to implement a little bit of a challenge for this, and by a little bit I mean it's not too much of a challenge, but I wanted to keep it below 250,000, and that's roughly what I did. I think I hit 249,000 and something, but I thought the 250 mark would be kind of cool since it's 250 subscribers. But anyway, this is not what you guys are here for. You guys are here for the questions, and without further ado, I thought we would get started. I have them pulled up on my other monitor, and I will go ahead and start. So RoboDog asks, what video are you most proud of on your channel? Oh god. Oh, that's a good one. Probably I am probably most proud of my Sims 4 Victorian Cat Cafe. Mainly because it was something that like I didn't really like how I started off with it, and then I just stuck with it and it turned out to be really good. And also made me realize that, hey, I actually can do speed builds, and like maybe my minor in architecture isn't a waste. So like, I don't know, it's just something I'm proud of. And why did I start doing YouTube? So I originally started wanting to do YouTube when I was about 10 years old, and this was back whenever like they would point the camcorder at the TV and film things, and I watched somebody do a whole like let's play of Zelda Wind Waker this way, which was very, very painful to watch looking back on it, but I just kind of fell in love with the whole idea of it. And then like I'm 21 now, so I've been trying for like roughly 11 years to get this started, and when I started like living on my own and just like I didn't have to worry about disturbing other people when I record, then that's kind of whenever I got the idea to like actually give it a go and start. Because I tried previously and it was just no avail, because like living with parents and stuff, it's very hard to record. But living on my own, it's been a lot easier, and yeah, plus I can record at weird times like 3 in the morning, which is pretty great. And then she also asked, when are we going to collab again? Whenever you want, just let me know. I'm on summer vacation, so I am ready when you are. And okay, another question from Sweat Drop Stealer is, what game got you into gaming? Ooh, that is a really good question. So I started off with Nintendo 64, and it was actually my stepbrother at the time, and sadly he is no longer my stepbrother, but he was playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I got to just kind of like watch him play that, so it slowly got me into it. And then I got my own like Game Boy and started playing like Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, and it just kind of developed from there. They also ask, what is your favorite game or series, which is which is a really tough one. My favorite game of all time is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, without a shadow of a doubt. However, my favorite series is probably the Tales of games, mainly because like they get me on an emotional level. Like Tales of Xillia, I think I cried. I still think about it to this day, like every now and then. And for a game to like really stick with you emotionally like that, I think it's just like pretty awesome. I think Detroit lately has been one of my favorite games just because of the decision making and stuff. It feels like everything you do actually matters, and it's been a while since the game made me feel that way. And plus it's like not super linear, like you can die really early on in that game, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's been kind of sticking with me at first. Virtual Cage asks, do you see yourself doing something different than gaming on your channel in the future? With all luck, I would like to add a face cam and maybe do stuff like that, or maybe do like a little bit of live streaming, or like some cool, I guess, just gaming mashup videos, because like I've seen a few people do it to where they cut to like just the important stuff and it's just kind of like a gag reel sort of thing. But I will probably keep this channel just purely gaming. I may do like a vlog or two in the future, but it would be centered around gaming, like a convention or something, which I think would be pretty cool to attend. I've never attended one of those, but yeah. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. For me, I'm taking sort of a mental break. I've had a oddly rough year this year. So like I'm just working my 2 jobs at the theater. I'm doing a summer class, and then I'm mainly focusing on these channels and stuff and just kind of chilling. I've had a lot of like hangouts with friends and just catching up with them, but mainly this is my last summer to even like take a mental break, because senior year is my next year, and then I'm going immediately back to get my master's. And so in between that, I'll get my actual like internship, because I did apply for a few this year and stuff, and like, while I did hear back from one, I just don't think I'm mentally in the right state to be able to work an 8-to-5 job right now and balance everything else. Like, I definitely need a good break. So that's kind of what I'm doing this summer. And then they also ask, what is the most challenging part of the recording process? Mainly uploading as much as I am. Because like I genuinely feel guilty whenever I don't upload something, and then I also hate it when the quality isn't where I want it, because there's like a lot of cool things I would love to be able to do with games and stuff, like zooming in on certain things and just like some editing techniques that I would love to be able to implement, but uploading as daily as I am, it is very, very hard to do. So that's probably the most challenging part, is juggling the reality of what I can do and also what I want to do, and kind of creating better quality with what I'm doing. And all, I just want to say thank you guys. I'm seeing all the congrats on the subs, and it just makes me so happy. So Stevie Warren asks, what is your inspiration for videos or for your school or career stuff? So I'll answer both of this. For videos, it's mainly just something like, this has been my dream for so long, and because that has stuck with me, it made me want to keep producing videos and keep getting them out there to you guys. And it's just like, it's a hobby, but it's also a passion. And eventually, like, I hope to make money at this and stuff. Like, I know it'll never be a career by any means, but it'll be a good like thing I can do on the side and stuff. So that's kind of my inspiration for this channel. Plus, it's just the feedback I get from you guys really honestly keeps me going, because there's been a few times where I'm like, do I really want to do this? Like, is it really worth like these blood, sweat, and tears? And it's like, it is. It really genuinely is. And as far as school and career stuff, I've been struggling with inspiration for that, but it's mainly this sounds so stupid. So I joke around with my friends, and they don't realize that I'm dead serious about this, but I do want a lazy river in my backyard. So like, and I also want to like build my own home someday, but that's beyond the point. So like for me, that's the inspiration for school, is knowing that I'll be able to like, not necessarily build a lazy river, though that will be goal number one, but it's just the idea of being able to like support myself and not have to like rely on other people, like a significant other or anything like that, which like isn't bad. I know it sounds like really dramatic, but hear me out. But I want to be able to just kind of like support the lifestyle that I want to live. And so me like attending college and stuff, and also like I want to be able to give back to my future kids, like whenever I have them and stuff, like way down the road. But yeah, so it's just kind of like being able to have a sustainable lifestyle and stuff, and not have to worry about money, and also being able to like help my kids whenever I have them and stuff, and being able to have the money to give them what they want and stuff like that. And yeah, just kind of not struggling on life. And I think that might be about it for the questions, which is like, I didn't mean to get through them as fast as I did. I do kind of ramble whenever I get a little bit nervous. I've never done a video like this and stuff, but I guess we can talk a little bit about the speed build that's going on now. And also thank you guys real quick just for all the questions. Truly, I wasn't expecting to get any, and I was very panicked, and I was texting all my friends. I'm like, please ask questions on this video. I'm like, I don't know what to do, and like I'm freaking out, and it's nice to be able to have all those questions. So thank you guys so much, and I hopefully answered all of them. If I happen to miss one, please let me know, and I will gladly like answer it in a comment or something. Or if there's anything else you guys want to know about me, I'm an open book for the most part. So yeah, just ask away. I guess one question I did get someone asked me and stuff, but it was one of my friends, it wasn't necessarily like on this video, was just like, what series am I most excited for like this upcoming year and stuff. And they said that that's what they would comment, and they never got around to it, which is fine. But like, I think it would be Ooblets. I have been a patron of the developers for a while, actually for like almost a year now. But I'm really pumped for that. I actually have a collab planned for that with another YouTuber, so as soon as that game comes out, I'm looking forward to just like kicking it in high gear, and just I'm just so excited. It's like an Animal Crossing and a Harvest Moon combined, which is kind of like what a Harvest Moon is, but it's just like, it's done so insanely well, and it's just so cute. And it's also like a little bit of a Rune Factory too, because you can like all your crops and stuff are like little monsters and stuff that you can like befriend, and they're so cute. Oh, it's a really cute game. I'm thinking of getting it for the PS4. I think it's a PS4 exclusive, come to think of it, but I'm not entirely sure. But that's what I'm most looking forward to this upcoming 2018 year. I don't have a Switch, and I'm back and forth if I want one, because I've already had Zelda Breath of the Wild, but there is a Harvest Moon type of game coming out for the Switch, and it's like this little dragon cafe thing, and it's by the makers of Story of Seasons and stuff. I can't call it Harvest Moon anymore. But yes, I'm also looking forward to that, but I want to wait for a while before I get a Switch and make sure there's enough games that caters to me and stuff, because I've seen all of Mario Odyssey played through, I've beaten Breath of the Wild, and like, there's really nothing else that interests me. I already have Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, because I was one of those people that did buy a Wii U, sadly. So yeah, there's not really too much. I know Smash is coming out soon, but it's just like, I'm really bad at Smash. I really enjoy it, but I'm super bad at it, so that's kind of why I'm back and forth on the whole Switch idea. Anywho, that's roughly that question answered. Oh, jeez. But back to the Wii build. So essentially, I wanted kind of an opposites attract situation. So the left one, which I kind of stated before, but it's very organized, very polished, not super I almost said colorful, but yeah, it's not super colorful. It's not super cluttered either. It's very like pristine and clean, which is something that like I don't really do a lot in speed builds. Like as you guys know, I really love my clutter. Like, and this is still kind of cluttered, but it's like an organized cluttered and stuff. And I kind of imagine like it being a single mom or like a single dad and like their 2 kids and stuff who are kind of like teenagers or just like older kids, I guess, just, you know, no one too young and stuff. And then on the other side is like the complete opposite. So this is like a very creative, colorful family. Everything's just like a pish posh mix up of things, and it almost like doesn't look good, but it's not supposed to. Like it's still got that modern aspect to it, but at the same time it's a chaotic modern. You know, like there's colors sprayed everywhere. There's like lavender in a kitchen, which is something that's just like, oh, this is very different. And it's just a mess. Like even pretty much every hallway is at least 2 different colors and stuff. There's rugs just thrown around and just toys everywhere. And I wanted this to be more like, and the parents' bedroom is the only one that's kind of like toned down. And I wanted at least one room in the house that was kind of calm, you know. But I imagined it being like a couple or just whatever, and they have like 2 very young kids, so everything can be like super colorful and stuff. Not that it can't be when they're older, but you know, it's just like they got 2 kids, so it's just like a really creative atmosphere and stuff like that. And I also added a whole movie thing up on the top floor and stuff, and this beautiful little like canopy thing over it that was one of my favorite things to create. I used the objects from the Get Together game or expansion pack. Yeah, God, I get those confused all the time, but I use those objects and stuff, the little like bracket bar things, to kind of like do supports, because it looks really awkward with the poles, because like they went under the like to the blue trim, and I didn't really want that. I wanted it to just stay above the black siding there. So that's kind of what I did there. And then on the other side I have like a little toddler ball pit thing, which I never use that object, so I thought it was really cool to be able to do that. And plus, like, it allows the toddlers to like get some like sunshine and stuff, because I didn't include a backyard on this second townhouse, I guess, mainly just because like I kind of wanted the idea of a rooftop garden, and if you have too many like outdoor spaces, you kind of run out of ideas of what to do for them. The one thing I probably would go back and change about this build is that for the first townhouse, the like black and brown one and stuff, I have the pool in the backyard, and then like I have this entire blank section, which like I completely forgot to include stuff for, but I was also like right at my budget, so I was like, I don't really want to put anything there and like exceed the challenge and stuff. So I was just like, you know what, we'll just kind of keep it where it's at. So if you guys want to add something there, that would be great. But it does have 6 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms, which is honestly crazy to think about. And the first townhouse is a split level and stuff, as you guys have been able to see. And so like I put the bathroom and the kind of living room and stuff on the second floor of that split level. But I don't really like the layout of the first one, because it opens up into the dining room and then you have the kitchen, which like isn't bad and stuff, because you have the open ceiling up to the living room and stuff, but it just like, it doesn't look like it was very well thought out. And I did struggle with that. I spent maybe an hour trying to get the layout where I wanted it and stuff, and I ended up deciding on what I went with and stuff. And also, like, whenever I do these speed builds and stuff, I already have them built, and then I tear them all down and build them again on camera, just so like you guys aren't watching me struggle with like, oh, what do I want here and stuff. It's roughly placed out, and that's why like all the furniture was already in the center of each room, and I just kind of spaced it out where I wanted it. But yeah, it's easier for me to do it that way, even though it is like very, very, very time consuming. But I feel like it ends up being a better quality if I do it that way than not. And some YouTubers can just like build on the spot and like they're super good. I'm not quite at that level yet, but like that would be an end goal for me, honestly. And this was actually not the original speed build for this video, fun fact. I actually built this, and you guys will see this probably next week sometime because it's done. I just have to like tear it down and rebuild it. But it was this beautiful thing in Brindleton Bay, right where that museum is, and it was just this kind of like Japanese inspired like little lake house, I guess is the best way to explain it. And it too is kind of modern, and it's almost like container homes and stuff, the way it's structured. You guys will see, but it's very interesting build. And like I was gonna have it be the subscriber special, and then it wasn't enough, if that makes sense. Like there wasn't enough stuff there. It was very like simplistic and just kind of small, and I was like, this isn't challenging enough for this video. Like it needs to be a little bit special. And that's kind of why I decided this like Thursday too, and I was like, oh no, I was supposed to upload this Friday, but I'm like, I'm not pleased with it, and I'm only gonna put out something that like I'm happy with for the most part. So like that's why I decided to change it up last minute, and that's kind of the reason this is like super late. That's okay, it's all good. So yeah, but anyway guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. We have a little bit more of the video left, and then we were coming up on some screenshots. I took like 50, and I decided to narrow it down to like 6 or 7 and stuff, each angle of the building, and then like a few of the cool like interior shots I got. Oh, and I also learned to take the grid off whenever I'm doing this, which is like something that I didn't used to do whenever I was doing interiors and stuff. Building exteriors is really hard to take the grid off because you kind of needed to know where you're placing what and stuff, but like for the interiors, I try to take it off so it's a little bit easier on the eyes, and let me know what you guys think about that. But anyway guys, I just want to thank you all so much for the questions, for subscribing, for just being as supportive and amazing as you guys are. Like this is something I've dreamed about for, like I was saying, 11 years. So to have it come to fruition is just absolutely insane, and I look forward to being able to like dedicate more time and put out more content and be able to like stick to the schedule that I want and stuff. And actually after this video, I'm gonna go record more for you guys. So like I just can't thank you guys enough, and I look forward to talking to you all in the next video. So until then, thank you guys again. Bye.